The search is on. Mzansi's next cooking star in the making. Only the best will do. Right here on Color Your Plate with Koo. Last week on Color Your Plate with Koo, it was all about show-stopping desserts as 4 new contestants competed for a spot in the top 6. Bandile showed off with a trio of desserts, including a peach sorbet and a peanut butter panna cotta. This week, 4 new contestants face off in a meatless meals challenge. Law student Lita, who dreams of owning a food truck. Small business owner and food influencer Mabalani Siripo. Self-taught cook Jared Reddy, who works in pet insurance. And PhD candidate Clarissa Davids.
Contestants, welcome to season 4 of Color Your Plate with Koo.
You are our last batch of potential cooking stars for season 4. One last chance to earn your spot in the top 6.
My name is Lita. I'm a BCom law student and I live in Cape Town. I come from a home full of cooks and chefs. My dad's an amazing home cook. My stepmom's a caterer. My mom's a chef. Yeah, so I just come from a foundation of really, really good chefs and cooks. I know I'm going to win this competition because I work well with like random ingredients. I love exploring in the kitchen. So any challenge put my way, I know I'll be able to tackle it and obviously win.
My name is Mabalani Siripo and I'm an entrepreneur and foodie. I run a page called Eating with Mobs and I am from Nigel in Gauteng. My love for cooking started when I was really young. I used to cook with my mom and I used to do a lot of experiments with my grandmother. I've always loved food. I love how food brings people together. Being on a cooking show is so exciting. I'm so happy about this and I'm hoping for the best.
My name is Jared Reddy and I stay in Johannesburg. I work for an insurance company as a claims advisor. It feels so good to be here and being chosen as one of the contestants on Color Your Plate with Koo. What makes me a good contender in this competition is for the mere fact that I've been cooking from a very young age. I've always watched others cooking and learning from them. I sometimes add a little bit of spice or a little bit of twist to my dishes, which makes it a bit original. Today I'm expecting to win this competition. I know the people I am with are my competitors. I'm not here to make no friends.
I'm Clarissa Davids. I'm 27 years old from Johannesburg. I am currently the faculty marketer at the University of Johannesburg and I'm also a PhD candidate in international law. My love for cooking started, like most people, in the kitchen with my mum. But I think more recently, I just became a wife in January. So I think my passion is really driven by cooking for my spouse because that's kind of my love language. I like reinventing traditional recipes and making them my own. I'm very excited to be on Color Your Plate with Koo because I get to share my love for food and my love for cooking with South Africa. And if I can inspire any of the newlyweds who dread anything in the kitchen, I feel like I can do that. Just be an inspiration.
You'll be given 1 hour to give us the best dish of your life.
So in the pantry, there's some lovely produce. There's some vegetables, there's fruit, spices, but there's one ingredient that I know South Africans love that's missing. Can you guys guess what that is?
Meat.
Correct?
That's right. Meatless meals today.
Oh, just know, meatless meals. It's not impossible, but as a South African 90s kid, meat is life.
Meatless meals are my thing. I really love a meatless dish. I think everyone needs to get into the veggie agenda because we need a break from the meat.
Today we are championing Koo's range of legumes and beans, from chickpeas, butter beans, 4-bean mix, and red kidney beans.
They reveal legumes. I don't even know what to do with this.
Oh my goodness, I really don't know what to prepare. I'm actually nervous. The only thing I'm really comfortable with that I see is the chickpeas and I don't know what I'll make out of that.
So I am a working mother of 4, but my husband is also vegan. So I think when Koo made these products, they had Tembisa in mind because it's easy for me to get into that kitchen and whip up something beautiful and delicious and nutritious for my working man.
We are giving you the freedom to choose whichever meal you want to make, from breakfast, lunch, dinner. choose whatever you want to make today, right?
Nice. First thing that pops up into my mind is be creative, be creative, be creative.
Right, so to make it a bit easier for you today and to help you, I've prepared a few tips and tricks in the kitchen. Are you guys ready for the masterclass? Yes. Okay, let's do it.
The thing I'm excited about the most with the masterclass is actually seeing someone else's take on meatless meals. I'm very excited for the flavors and just the skills that I'm going to learn.
So we're going meatless.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, I mean, as we say, Arthur, meatless doesn't need to be boring, does it? We're going to be making Mexican chili beans.
Okay.
Okay? And I love beans, and I love that flavor profile of Mexican sort of combination of flavors, cumin, oregano, and those things. And then also, to keep it lovely and fresh and interesting, we serving it with some guacamole, some sour cream, and some lovely salsa.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Arthur, are you ready?
I am ready. I'm excited about the idea of making a Mexican-inspired chili bean.
The lovely thing about the Koo beans, and here we're going to use the 4-bean mix. And the beans are obviously cooked already, so the idea is not to cook the beans. But our focus for this dish is mainly going to be on the sauce. So I'm going to try and get as much flavor into that sauce as possible, and it's going to start by us, I'm calling it toasting it in the pan because I don't add oil to it. Arthur, maybe you can start by cleaning the garlic for us. I'll move the bread out of the way.
Okay, let's do that.
We need about 3 cloves only.
3 cloves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Arthur, I'm gonna
Go into the pan.
onions in there.
Okay. That's a very interesting way of like giving flavor, you know, to a dish.
And also the pepper. Okay, so as you can see, we're getting some nice flavor development, some toastiness going on in there. For me, a pepper needs to get some heat applied to it. That's how you get the sweetness. You know, okay, you can have it in a salad, love it like that too, but especially if you're gonna make a sauce, you need to apply some heat to it.
I've never been one to prepare food and not season it with like spice and chicken spice and seasoning, you know? So watching him toast food to bring out that flavor is really a game changer for me, and I'll be using it going forward.
Get it all in there. Okay. I want to kind of juice it almost, you know, so like to a proper puree. And then I don't want to throw away this little bit here, so I'm just going to sort out that.
Okay, don't want to lose the flavors in there.
Nah.
Make it all count.
Tomato paste. Okay, that goes in there as well. Okay, that's your job. Okay.
There we go.
Thank you, Arthur. Now we want to continue cooking the sauce. Back into the pan.
The aromas already started coming out before the spices could even hit the pan. This is giving me ideas for my burger.
A few flavors that I want to add in there. I've got some cacao, just some bits of cocoa. That's a Mexican ingredient. I mean, they added in there chili con carne and things like that.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's going to go in there. Some cumin, toasted ground, smoked paprika. And then Arthur, I think we can add the beans in. And then we have some dried oregano. That's it, thanks.
I mean, look at that color of, you know, the chili bean.
And so I just want to finish it off with some chopped coriander. You know, so oregano is in there, but coriander also, they love to add.
Some lime.
Lime juice. While the beans is still nice and hot, I want to pull it off. You can start with our guacamole.
Yeah, let's do that. Your avo, obviously.
Your perfect avo.
Always a moment of celebration when you get it perfectly right avo, right?
Yeah, so we're just gonna also, I'll squeeze some lime juice in there for you. Arthur, not too fine?
Okay.
Or do you like it a bit smoother?
Any texture is fine.
Oh, okay. A little bit of sriracha.
Chef Ruben is putting some sriracha in his guac, and that's a tip that I'm stealing for my future guac.
And just for the beans, Just wanting that sort of oozy cheese. So let's dish up quickly.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's got a nice consistency now, you know? Now it's kind of like...
Oh, so cool.
So a little bit of garnish. Some more lime.
Wow.
First time we're actually using oil. Can you believe it? But
Imagine.
now it's olive oil, so you get that nice freshness of the olive oil as well. Okay, there we have it. Our sour cream, guacamole, our salsa, and our chili beans with our flatbread.
Lovely.
Shall we taste?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we can taste.
Wow. Oh, that was so yummy. My first bite of the chili con carne with the guacamole and the fresh salsa to die for.
You can just taste that strong, spicy, and that richness from the roasted veggies come through, which is actually amazing, as opposed to when you roast it, for example, in the oven or just braise it in oil. It's good.
Well, I hope this has given you some inspiration. As you're enjoying this meal, we want to enjoy what you're going to be presenting to us today. You ready to go?
Yes.
Let's do this.
Up next, the Meatless Challenge begins as contestants race against the clock to prepare a full meal without any meat. Plus, they must use at least one Koo bean or legume product. Stand a chance to win weekly with Koo and Mellowware. Show us a mouth-watering meatless meal you created using a Koo bean or legume product and stand a chance to win one of 12 Mellowware appliance sets. That includes an air fryer, frying pan, stick blender, panini press and grinders to the value of 4,800 Rand. Post a picture of your colorful plate on social media using hashtag #ColorYourPlateWithKoo and tag @KooFoodSA to enter. T's and C's apply. Packed with protein and rich in flavor, Koo beans and legumes make every meal occasion more delicious. Only the best will do. Color your plate with Koo.
My beautiful contestants, it may be a meatless challenge, but funeka uyinike isidima. Funeka benzima. Must have gravitas. Siyavan? Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
So you have 1 hour to complete your meatless meal masterpiece.
Ready?
Yes.
Steady? Color your plates.
Go, let's go, let's go.
Today I'm making a cabbage aloo and then I'm also making carrots and pea soup with naan bread. So my strat for today is to cook all of the hard things first. So if I can get the carrots in there first and potatoes in there first, then I'm good.
Today I'll be making a meatless meatball and a bean tart with a sweet little treat of a black bean brownie.
Today I am making a masala chickpea burger with a side of sweet potato fries and also spicy bean sauce, which I'm going to put on the side for the chips as a dip and also add it on to my burger as well to give that extra spiciness. So I've actually never made this before. At home we mostly make like curries and like pastas and stuff like that. So this is the first time I'm actually making something like this, which is a good experience because I mean we use Koo all the time, so at least now I'm experimenting with other Koo products as well.
Today I'm making a black bean burger with chickpea, choc chip cookies and a hummus salad. I'll be starting with my hummus because it's not the most time consuming, but it's the little tedious tasks that take the longest. So it's just preparing the little things that often get lost along the way. I'm playing on youthfulness, something I know me and my siblings would love to eat for dinner because we're not like big on like vegetables and stuff. So I know this is something like to trick them that there's meat and they're getting the sweetness from the dessert as well. So they'll be able to enjoy that in a very nutritious way.
I know some people always prefer to have meat in their meals. Like you, yeah, a bit of protein. But I think just test their chops a little bit, to be more creative. And it works for me because I do prefer to have a lot more vegetables in my meals because I've got 4 growing boys and I need them to get in their nutrients, to get in their roughage and their fiber.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not just that we love eating meat, it's also we know that the meat also helps a lot in terms of creating and bringing out that flavor. That's going to be the trick. How are they going to sort of bring that flavor now without having the meat element?
I want vegetables or legumes to be celebrated for what they are, because I mean there are some beautiful flavors that you get, you know, from the legumes. They're also buttery in nature, some of them, because they have a starchy element, but also some of them have like a meaty note to them. So today is all about them embracing the legumes and beans.
So they must build the flavor, they must have those nuances and create a full meal that we get to enjoy without thinking, oh, I wish there was meat on this plate.
Yes.
I'm roasting the veggies for the bean pie, and then I am going to just blend this together before I add the beans. And yeah, we love meat at our home, so this is a bit of a difficult challenge, but it's not impossible.
I'll be using the Koo black beans as my burger patties. So I'm playing, I know it's meatless, but it can also, like, you know, placebo effects. So you think you're eating meat, but it's actually just beans.
Moms.
Hi.
Ngwanyana.
Hello.
Go tsamaya jwang ngwanyana?
Wa sepela.
Wa sepela, ngwanyana ka Jane Fair.
Re apile.
Wa apeyang?
Ke apea carrot soup.
Sebetsa ngwanyana, sebetsa.
Ke na leng di-peas, and then ke dira le curry ya cabbage and potatoes le di-chickpeas.
Okay, tla ke itlhakantsha mo tlhogo carrot stew.
So ke chickpea aloo, cabbage and chickpea aloo.
Okay.
And then carrot soup with peas.
Okay.
I really love a good soup on a cold day. Ke
Yes.
ratela sopo.
Where does your love for food come from?
I've been kitchen curious since I was a kid. So I've cooked with like my grannies, my great grandmother as well.
Yeah.
I'm actually named after her. So
Really?
yeah.
Your great grandmother?
Yeah. So
I love how you put it when you say kitchen curious.
Yeah.
So that's where you learned all of these flavors that you're putting in, and the recipes are how do you
So the recipe, it's because I'm more of an experimental person and nakabo, you know.
Okay, girl. Apeyane.
Thank
Look
you.
at the price. Uskalibala the clock.
Thank you.
Basically, I'm actually going to make my burger patties out of this. I know it doesn't look nice at the moment, but I'm sure it will. So the burger patty, I don't want it to be like falling apart, as you can see with the ingredients that I've actually combined in here. I'm using the oats to combine them together.
Clarissa! Hello! Hi. Can I come in?
Yes, please.
So what's happening? How are you feeling? I want all the juice. I want all the tea.
So I am a bit surprised that the time has gone that fast.
That's what time does, Clarissa.
It moves. Yes, but it's okay.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Okay, so how are your elements coming along?
So I'm just finishing the pastry for my mixed bean tart.
No, go ahead.
And then,
Keep going.
I'm gonna put this in the oven as soon as I can.
All right, what other elements are you working
So
with?
that's gonna be the mash for my chickpea meatless meatball.
Yeah. And I saw you putting something in the blast chiller.
Yeah, so that's the filling for the cloth. So I want it to be cold before.
Just make sure it doesn't freeze, ne? Do you think you work well under pressure?
No. No.
Okay, but why food of all things?
Food's my passion. I always say it's my love language to my husband.
Yes.
So I think he's my biggest inspiration for being here. Yeah.
Does he eat all your food?
Yes.
Even if it's not something that's
No, he's very honest. If it's something that he's not feeling, he's like, yeah, no, love. Not this,
That's
not this
why.
time.
As a newlywed, my love language is really cooking for my spouse, and I like to reinvent traditional recipes and putting my own twist to them. And I love my husband's brutal honesty sometimes when I do try new things, but I feel like that's just a way to improve myself and improve my cooking.
So now I'm making the soup, my carrot soup. So I'm just peeling some fresh ginger. Ginger is actually my secret ingredient. I know I shouldn't be revealing this, but it's my secret ingredient for my chakalaka.
Contestants, we are halfway through the cook. You have 30 minutes left.
There's 30 minutes left on the clock. I'm so stressed. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I am busy mixing the oil in one pot, trying to get the patties done, mixing my components in my sauce. I am blitzing stuff.
Hi, Jared.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. How's it going?
I'm a bit stressed. I'm a bit nervous.
Why? This is easy, right?
Well, this is the first time I've actually done something like this.
Yeah. So what type of food do you like? Oh, this looks, may I smell?
Yeah, It's a masala and cumin-infused burger patty with some carrots in there. There's some oats.
Yes.
And of course,
And some chickpeas. Okay.
chickpeas.
So you're good with building flavors and creating new recipes?
Well, I'll try.
Thank you, my age.
Up next, who needs meat when you have technique? The clock is ticking as the contestants push their plant-based skills to the limit. Protein-packed perfection. Koo chickpeas make good eating simple. Only the best will do. Color your plate with Koo.
Every time the judges come around, I literally tremble like, don't ask me questions, please. At a point in time, I'm actually avoiding them, judging them, because I don't want to be asked questions.
Hello, Lita.
Hello. Feeling Johnny? I'm putting sugar.
Okay.
Nerve-wracking experience. I think being under a timer and being with an audience, the judges, it's stressful but enjoyable at the same time.
You are enjoying it?
Yes, I'm having a great time.
Okay, so don't get that.
Now I am making my sauce, my chakalaka sauce for my burger.
All right.
So my burger will be accompanied with a chakalaka sauce. It's going to be paired with hummus salad and chickpea choc chip cookies. Yep, so those are my accompanying acts to the burger.
So then are you used to going to
Actually, no, I am a meatitarian. I have a meat tooth, so this is quite challenging for me and my closer self because you know we love our meat down. However, I'm up for the challenge. I'll make it taste like meat, that's for sure.
So in my mind, I said, you know what, let me start with the sweet potato fries. But then I thought there's a deep fryer which will fry the chips much faster than me just putting it in the oil on the stove. Then I was like, okay, I'm delaying this thing, delaying it. So I was like busy there with the patty, busy compiling my sauce together. And then once the oil was hot, my chips was literally done in like 2-3 minutes. So I think I'm back on track. I've just got to plate my burger. I actually had a mishap, so I was busy putting my sweet potato in the fryer and it all just fell. But some survived. I just made sure I make do with what I actually have.
I think I have too many elements. I'm thinking that I'm going to scrape the meatballs and just focus on delivering a good bean tart. 60 minutes is not enough.
I'm rolling out my flatbread. I think the cabbage is almost done. I'm just missing some chicken spice, but I think I'll find it. And then the soup is cooking, so that's a good thing. I think I might actually finish on time, surprisingly enough.
Hi, Maps.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Going according to plan?
Yes, so far so good.
No problems,
No,
That's
nothing too hectic.
Okay, so now you're busy with the naan bread. Everything is going according to plan.
Yeah.
You're happy with all the flavor development.
Yeah.
You're not second guessing anything.
No.
The time.
The time is the only thing that's stressing me a little bit,
Yeah.
but I think I might actually be okay if I can just crush the next 3 minutes.
So, when
When I have the energy, I'm inside the pots.
There we go.
All right,
We'll leave you to
All
it.
right, thank you. It's crunch time, and the only thing that is going a little bit dodgy is the fact that I can't find the coriander. Mara, ke dirile plani because ngwanyana o dira plani.
Clarissa,
Hi.
very quiet this corner. How is it going for you?
It's going okay. Arthur. Yeah.
How's the tart?
I decided to leave the meatballs, but I thought let me focus on the pie because I know that's my strength. Yeah. So
The brownie?
The brownie's in the oven.
It's one of those things in a challenge like this where you have things in the oven and then you must still prepare certain things. So, in terms of cooking against the clock, it can be quite daunting.
No, it definitely is.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
Because you don't know if what is in the oven will be ready at the time we call the time, right?
Of course.
Contestants, you only have 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left.
10 minutes, guys. Time to think about finishing off your dishes and think about plating.
There's 10 minutes left on the clock. I'm like so stressed. I said, you know what, let me just start the plating and get all my stuff out and start plating my dish.
My burger's looking amazing. I finally assembled it, so now I just need to prepare my salad. make sure my cookies they're not coming out as planned, as you can see, but okay, they're quite malleable. Actually, I think we can do something with it. So the first glance at the cookies, I was pretty worried. They were growing in height, but not in size, if that makes sense. And they also weren't firming up. I upped the temp to 200 degrees, and they cooked really well, and the texture came together, so I was very happy afterwards. So it wasn't a complete epic fail.
Jared,
Hi.
I mean, we're impressed that you have already plated your burger.
You know what, Arthur? After all the drama I had, my sweet potato fries fell down. I hope you guys are going to be happy with whatever survived the crash.
There's something in there, I can
You're
see.
right.
Are you confident with the flavors that you have there? Have you tasted all the elements together?
I have. I
Yes.
hope you guys are happy with some spice. I brought it from Durban.
We love the spice in this kitchen, you know? All the best, Jared.
Thank you.
Hi, Lita.
Hi.
I see there's a burger already on the plate.
Yes. The
What
main
else?
star
What else is
show
happening?
done. The cookies are in the oven, but they're not coming out as the texture I wanted, but I've left them in for a bit longer. However, I do have a substitute for them. But so far, I'm happy with everything. I'm practically almost done. I'm just now plating and prepping my last bits of my salad.
The burger looks good, Arthur.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I love all the details that we see there.
Looks kind of meaty as well.
That's why I tried. I was going for like a plan of making sure the burger, like, mind games, placebo effect, you know? So if I give it to my siblings, they'll be like, oh my gosh, this is the best burger we've ever had. What meat was used? And it's just beans.
But sometimes you get all looks and no substance.
I can promise you for free that my burger will probably win.
Okay.
Not a lot of time left, so we'll leave it to it.
Thank you.
As I'm plating, I'm thinking it needs to look pretty. This is color your plate at the end of the day. So I'm just trying to structure it in a way that it's appealing to the eyes, because I know the taste is there, but I just have to deliver a good plate.
There's 1 minute on the clock and my dish is there, presented. I'm just chilling and looking at everybody.
So right now, I am plating in my soup, and then I'm gonna put in my naan bread. I am screaming inside because it's almost judgment time.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking!
Oh my gosh.
And time is up. I'm quite happy. It's a pity that I didn't get to taste because I used up all my patties in my burger, so I didn't have a chance, but I got to taste a bit.
My granny would definitely be proud of what I put on the dish.
I'm actually happy with what I made. I know I'm going to the next round. Definitely know this burger is gonna do the things.
I could not plate my black bean brownie. And it's such a good brownie, but I couldn't get to put it on the plate because 60 minutes.
Up next, the stakes are high, but not on the plate. Whose meat-free masterpiece will win over the judges? Add heartiness to your meals with cool red kidney beans. Perfect in soups or salads. Color your plate with Koo.
One thing I can say that the kitchen did smell fantastic today. There was obviously a use of different ingredients, spices and all those things that you probably need if you're going to cook meatless dishes.
Yeah. I mean, when we said make use of the pantry, everything is there. We didn't have to ask them twice.
Yes.
Because they did it. You could smell it.
And I just like also still knowing that this is a cool range of legumes challenge.
Yeah.
Let's see if we'll be satisfied.
I am walking towards the judges and I am nervous.
Mavs, lekay, li ketlile today.
Hey, hara tiketla today, mara razama gore tiketle.
How was that for you?
It was very intense, but it was fun. I think I had fun with it. I enjoyed it.
So what did you cook for us?
I made a carrot soup with peas, and then I made a cabbage and chickpea aloo and some naan bread.
We're going to taste.
Yeah. I am looking at the judges' faces and I cannot read what's going on. I can't really tell. I see a little eyebrow raise from Chef Ruben, but I'm not really sure what that means.
ke nagana ko kwa hao le mme wa hao ba go bona o apeya so mo TV ngwaneso. I think they would be very proud of what you put out.
Thank you.
I was pleasantly surprised because ke re he supu re shoka supu mara but everything just came together so beautifully. That aloo, the taste notes and the flavor are so different. And the way you want to be homely, that food that hugs you, it really, really did that.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
The aloo, there's a lovely sweetness in there because of the cabbage. The chickpeas, I think that's also a nice sort of textural element in there. For me, that's where most of the flavor lies. I kind of like expected that carrot soup to be more of an explosion in terms of flavor. I love the warmth of it, but I would say I miss sort of just that light sweetness that you get from the carrots that also adds to it. I really love the dish,
Okay.
but I think those small elements are missing.
Okay.
And then obviously we're also going to go to whether you did enough in terms of giving us something that really highlights the legumes.
Conceptually, I think we were struggling a bit, but what you presented here is really great. I mean, that warmth of spices that I'm getting still now is quite nice. The chew of the bread wasn't quite there, but I think overall, the dish as a concept, it has the good bones of what we're looking for today.
All right, thank you. How I'm feeling about the comments is very nervous. It wasn't bad, and it wasn't like amazing. It was like 50-50 or maybe 70-30. Yeah, 70-30.
Seeing my food on the table, I'm really nervous because they're about to judge it. But there's nothing I can do at this point. It's there, it's done, and this is the moment. Hi, judges.
Hello.
How did that go for you today?
So it was fun. We all always complain about the time, but yeah, the time today went by real fast. So, but other than that, it was great.
Were you able to do everything that you set out to do?
I wasn't able to deliver everything that I wanted to, especially the meatless meatball. And I was a bit disappointed that my black bean brownie just couldn't make it to the plate in time, but that's okay.
The black bean, what?
Yes, yeah, but that's okay. I'm very happy with my tart.
Okay.
We're gonna taste.
As the judges are tasting the food, there's just so many thoughts that are going through my mind. Could I have added anything? Could I have changed anything? But there's nothing I can do about that now, but wait and see.
I know you had other components that you wanted to put into your dish, and I wish we had also gotten that, because what we have in front of us is not hitting the spot for me. I'm not getting any pronounced flavors into the tart that you're presenting. I know also you wanted the balsamic salsa to complement the tart very well, but the combination is not working for me, and yeah, I'm a little bit confused by your dish.
Yeah. When you make a tart, especially, if you're going to bake something with beans on it, you have to make sure that the flavors, number one, are pronounced, and number two, that there is enough moisture for it to cook out, so the beans as well can cook out and it all becomes one. And then on top of that, the cheese, if you're melting the cheese, it has to melt.
Yeah.
You know, so that everything just settles well together into one. I didn't get that with your tart.
Clarissa, I think you were too focused on the tart shell, scared that it will be too moist and it wouldn't cook properly. And that's why you kept your filling kind of quite dry.
Yes.
The tart shell is now crispy and it's quite delicate, nice. But then the filling is now letting you down because it's not giving us enough. It's really just the beans and a bit of the cheese that you can taste. And because that's not enough, the salsa is not really adding anything to it either. Thank you.
Thank you so
Clarissa.
much. I do feel a little let down by the judges' comment, but I am also very proud of myself for delivering a dish, number one, and also just putting myself out there and sharing my skills and sharing my heart and sharing my cooking with everyone here.
As I'm walking up to the judges, I'm feeling so nervous. A lot of thoughts are running through my mind, but the most important thought that's running through my mind is, will they enjoy my meal?
Lita, uziva njani?
I feel very nervous.
Why? We're the nicest people ever.
I know it's done, but now's the worst part.
So Lita, what are you presenting to us today?
Judges, today I'm presenting a black bean burger, accompanied with a hummus dip with the tortilla chips and then a choc chip chickpea cookie.
Where did you get the idea for the cooking? I'm so interested.
So when we got the brief, I was like, okay, I need to make something that I know my siblings would enjoy for dinner, because essentially when I prepare dinner, it's for my siblings' amusement. I know that they like sweeter things, so I know if I incorporate something sweet to the beans, they'll really enjoy it. So I had them in mind.
You know, it's like people you care for that you're cooking for.
Yeah.
I'm sure this will put a smile on their face.
Yeah. The judges are tasting and they're pulling these faces. You can't really make out if they like it or not. Like Timmy sort of do, and it's like, you know, the face of him was like, I'm not sure about this meal. Ruben would like nod his head and then shake his head. So I was very confused at their facial reactions. Wow.
Lita, I've got to say, I love that burger. I love the consistency of it. I kind of like the chocolate chickpea cookie. Actually, you can taste the difference from a normal chocolate chip cookie, so you can taste sort of that chickpea flavor I can get in there as well. And then the hummus, I felt it's kind of like a, what are you doing here type of thing, you know?
The burger had all the mixing of a good burger. But where I'm falling short is the flavors in the actual burger patty. I feel like you could have still have done more. When it comes to the hummus, nicely made, but I didn't like that you added the tomatoes and the onions in it because it throws it off. Even though the texture of the cookie isn't what you wanted, I love the flavors that were going in there. The chickpeas, you can really taste their subtlety, which is really good. I think overall, yeah, you did yourself proud.
Thank you.
You know, I am thinking about how your cook went and your journey in the kitchen. And I realize there is method to this madness. Because you just put together a delicious plate of a Mexican fiesta. The burger, sublime. Also, that chickpea bandwana. Imnandi mdase.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
One thing I just realized about you is that uyazaz. You're just very focused as the cook that you want to be. And it's beautiful to see.
Thank you. Thank you.
In a
so
young
much.
woman, that's really great to see.
Thank you.
So well done.
Thank you. Honestly, I won't lie, I do think I'm making it into the next round. Like, for the most part, I got positive comments, and I hope they don't do that to everyone. I'm joking.
Here I am walking up to the judges, and I'm just like so nervous to be judged on the dish that I had prepared.
Jared?
Hi, judges.
I'm so happy to see you smile. I didn't see much of that smile when you were cooking there.
Things were heated up in there.
How are you feeling, my angel?
I'm a bit relieved that I created something that I never thought I could.
Yeah.
I had a different picture in mind, but then, yeah, something great came out.
Okay, I think it's time to take on that tower of burger.
I'm standing in front of the judges and I'm thinking to myself, are they enjoying it? Because I'm seeing them take more than one bite, so it was at least digestible. But I'm at the same time so nervous of what they're actually thinking about it.
I really like the combination of spices you use in your patty there. I'm missing a little bit of seasoning though in terms of salt to bring all those other flavors out. I mean, the onions that you made, I would have liked that sort of all throughout the burger as well. Just in terms of that balance when you eat it. I'm disappointed in the chips. They don't have a lot of taste. And I think the dip also maybe needed something more. So the burger itself, there's some potential, but when you eat it, I feel in terms of the flavors, there's certain elements that could enhance it more that's missing for me.
I think you spent a lot of time making the actual burger patty itself, that you kind of neglected building the flavors around it, because even the onions as well, you could have caramelized them. That could have brought another flavor to it. And Ruben is right. Something as simple as salt in that burger patty could have changed it completely.
For me, I think you had good flavors there. We all loved some spice punch. The burger patty, for me, I could have it again. It made the burger to be a nice eat. But I think other than that, yeah, the sweet potato chips together with the dip, yeah, they still needed something more. And I think overall, it is an okay dish. And I feel terrible for saying this because I can feel it that you have more to show. But I think from what we have, yeah, it's okay for this challenge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jared.
From the judges' comments about my dish, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it through the next round, but you never know. Maybe it's the presentation. They were very two-sided. One was about flavors, the other was there's not enough seasoning. Maybe it'll be a 50-50 decision.
They have a love for food. And the way that they build their flavors, all different, but also beautifully done. Obviously, we had, things fall short here and there. But I think overall, the challenge was met. And I'm really happy and excited for whoever goes through to the next round, because we're about to see some incredible dishes in the top 6.
I mean, for me, this just reaffirms that meatless meals are not a trend. It's something that we can have every day.
Up next, some dishes were alive with flavor and others lacked a pulse. But who will make it through? Will it be Lita, Mabalani, Jared, or Clarissa? Wholesome and versatile, Koo chickpeas are full of protein and fiber. Only the best will do. Color your plate with Koo.
Contestants, today you came and ate the brief. We loved your meatless meal creations. Well done on completing today's challenge.
But at the end of the day, there is only one spot left in the top 6. And only one of you can take it.
Stand in front of the judges and I'm just so nervous and I have like butterflies in my stomach and I'm getting hot.
I don't know what they're gonna say. Everybody looks so serious, and I'm just there hoping like something good can come out at least.
When I call your name, please step forward. Lita. Mabalan.
So the judges call Mobs and I forward, and I think, oh snap, there's probably 2 winners and 2 are being sent home, and the 2 of us are being sent home.
Lita. Mabs. You had the top 2 dishes of the challenge.
I predicted this. I had a feeling because I felt like she was my biggest competitor in the whole thing, and we also had very good reviews when we came back from being judged individually.
You fulfilled the brief, you were on top of the theme, and your food had great flavors that some of them have never even tasted before. Nifike, now peka, na iravaza in Meatless challenge.
Thank you.
But there can only be one. The winner of this challenge and the person taking that last spot in the top 6 is Lita.
Congratulations! Oh, not believe this.
How are you feeling, Lita?
Happy. I could cry. Sorry. Honestly, me winning means so much to me. It's healing a part of my inner child who's always wanted to tap in the culinary space. So this moment just affirmed me that I'm worthy to be in any space I see myself in.
It's really okay. Take it in, because you did something incredible here today. You took a huge leap of faith and you banked on yourself, and it paid off. It's okay.
Well done, Lita.
Thank you.
And in addition to making it into our top 6, you also walk away with Mellowware appliances to the value of 10,900 Rand.
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to have won Mellowware appliances with 10,900 Rand. This is going to assist me so much with my culinary journey. I'll be able to practice at home and see how the equipment works. So when I get back into the kitchen, I am fresh as ever.
And to the 3 of you, thank you so much for sharing yourselves with us. Thank you for showing us your love for food and your passion for food and the passion for yourselves. I always say, take a leap of faith. Bank on yourself and never forget who you are. And every day when we come into this kitchen, we are so inspired by the cooks that come through here. You have such a gift. Don't stop cooking. Don't stop coloring those plates, ever. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Not making it to the top 6, but I'm not really disappointed, to be quite honest, because I really just wanted to put myself out there and to enjoy the experience. I really had so much fun. I met really amazing people, and I'll be back on your screens, definitely.
I'm feeling a bit sad, but I know that my girl Lita did her best.
I am a little disappointed that I didn't make it into the top 6, but I'm so grateful for the experience, and I just really hope Lita goes there and wins it for episode 6.
Next week, Lita joins the rest of the top 6 as they return to the kitchen to take on a new challenge.
My fighting words for the other contestants in top 6 is be very afraid, because dynamite comes in small packages.
Make meaningful food moments with Koo. Wozani, let's eat together. See you next week on Color Your Plate with Koo.
Another feel-good production.